Now at 5:30, a presidential visit to the Middle East. President Trump says he will travel to Egypt for the official signing of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. The Israeli government formally approved that ceasefire deal today, clearing the way for the release of hostages and for troops to pull out of Gaza.
NBC4's Conan Nolan is live in the newsroom with the new developments. Conan.
That's right. Well, the United States announcing that as many as 200 U.S. troops will be deployed to the Middle East to support stabilization in the Gaza Strip and the flow of humanitarian aid. Now, the hope is that this first part of the deal will provide momentum for some of the more difficult elements of the agreement, which still have yet to be worked out.
Celebrations both in Tel Aviv and in Gaza, now that Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of President Donald Trump's plan to end the war.
As you know, last night we reached a momentous breakthrough in the Middle East, something that people said was never going to be done. We ended the war in Gaza and really, on a much bigger basis, created peace.
Relief for the families of the hostages.
They're all coming back on Monday.
But most of the 48 remaining hostages are believed to be dead. Among them, 19-year-old Ite Chen, a U.S.-Israeli dual citizen from New York. Chen was serving in the Israeli Defense Force when he was ambushed on October 7th. His parents want his body returned.
And we want to be whole again as a family, which any family would want. But when it comes to the deceased, there's a mechanism that says we'll give you what we can, which should not be sufficient.
Under the deal, Hamas must release all the hostages. 20 are believed to be still alive. Israeli troops must agree to withdraw from Gaza in stages and free hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. Humanitarian aid and construction material flow freely into Gaza as a result of the deal, and Hamas leaves power for good.
It's a huge success and its potential to alleviate human suffering.
Foreign policy professor Mitek Bodazinski of Pomona College gives President Trump high marks for using a consortium of Middle Eastern powers to rally around the agreement.
Pressure on Hamas from Turkey, from Qatar, from Egypt is really, really significant. All of these countries had reasons to sign on to this plan and to put pressure on Hamas, and they all have to do with improving their relationships with the United States.
But a hostage exchange is just the start. Adina Vogel-Ayalon is vice president of J Street, an independent Israeli advocacy group in Washington.
And while I will still be overjoyed that all of the hostages are home and that there was some level of respite for Palestinians in Gaza, I won't be overjoyed if we, as both the United States in terms of our policy, are not pushing and using the leverage that we have to move towards a historic opportunity, which is an opportunity to pursue something even greater than an end to the war in Gaza, which is an actual resolution to this conflict.
President Trump says he plans on traveling to Egypt in the coming days for the official signing of the ceasefire deal. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.